All right, so once you've clicked on that link, it should bring you to Google Drawings. So, quick little tutorial for Google Drawings. You can use this kind of like you use Microsoft Paint. There are some different options here, like we have different line tools. Normally, just like in any application, if you hold your cursor over the different tools, it'll tell you what it is. So, with line tools, you can do a straight line, arrow, curved, even a scribble. So, a scribble is going to be more like a free form. You can draw, free form shape. The key thing with this is you have to draw it first, and then you can change the color. So if I want it to be blue and I want it to be thicker, that's called line weight. The bigger the number, the thicker it will be. If I don't like it, I can hit the undo button or just hit delete and it'll get rid of it. Since I'm already in the scribble, I can choose that again and continue my scribble. If I want to change to a different one, like just line, I'm going to click and drag to make that line. It's going to have the same options as my scribble, where I can change the color and the weight, and I can even change if it's a dotted line or a solid line or any of those kind of options. So you also have the option of shapes. So you can go to shapes, arrows, callouts, kind of like text box or equation, more for math, but you can use any of these in any way you want. You can combine a couple things. Maybe you want a circle and you want to have arms on that circle. You want to be lightning bolts. So I'm just clicking and dragging. I'm pressing down with my mouse and dragging across the page to make it bigger or smaller. And then to adjust the size, I wait until I have those double arrows in the corner on the sides, and then I can make it bigger or smaller. If I want to rotate it, I put my mouse or my cursor above this little dot, and then I click and turn that around. When it has the 4 arrows crossing different directions, then I can move that shape into other areas. So again, if I'm making arms or legs or anything like that, then I can create some different shapes and turn them to kind of give it more of the look I want it to have. So again, I'm doing the same thing here, where I'm turning. And the shapes are very similar to the lines, where you have to draw it first before you can go in and change the color inside or the color that's on the outline. You can also change the line weight so it has kind of an outline if you want. And the last thing you'll probably need to know is text box. So right here, this square with the letter T, if you click on that and then click down here in your drawing, you can type into there. So I'm going to say, hello, students, just like you normally would in a Google Doc or a Word document. I'm going to highlight those words, and again, I can change the fonts, change the size, I can move it around. Okay, so once I've clicked off of things, just know too that you can go back and move them around. You can still change those colors. They're not gone forever. If you don't like something, click on it, hit delete, it'll go away. It's pretty good. You can always delete everything and start again. The key thing is once you have this, you don't have to do anything to hit save. All you have to do is close out of it, and then there should be a little button in Google Classroom that says submit.